Aloha everybody, Jen Freeman, and happy full moon. So today's full moon is in the sign of Pisces, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on around it that I want to bring in because the full moon is exact this afternoon on Monday. Fall equinox, or the equinox, which would begin the fall season in northern hemisphere, spring in southern, that is on Wednesday morning in the States. And the sense of those energies being intertwined, it's a lot of questions, a lot of endings, a lot of beginnings. Because with Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac and also a water sign and a mutable water sign, you can think of it as the elder at that last stage of their life, looking back, really feeling into what has happened, what would they do different, what are they proud of, what would they change, like truly there's an honesty in it, like you're at the end. There's no more BS, there's no more pretending, there's no more ambition. There's just the sense of eternity, of really the cycle of life, the never-ending cycle of life, and what part did you play in it? With Libra, the switch for the equinox from the sign of Virgo to the sign of Libra, in the solar year, in terms of the northern hemisphere, this last quarter of the wheel is analogous to the last quarter of the lunar cycle. So it's where we're going into where dark rises, where dark has more power, where we're really having the opportunity to go into the dark on many levels. So you add in that all the other planets except Mars and Venus are also retrograde at this time of this full moon, meaning that in their cycle they look like they're going forward, then they look like they're going backwards to us, and forwards. They make an S. And when the planets look like they're going backwards to us, we associate that with a time of rewords, regenerate, reflect, renew, reconsider. And in this case, with Venus and Scorpio as well, I know it's a little more heavy on the Astro Tech Talk, but man, this moment's got some juice in it. We are getting the chance to resurrect as well. So resurrecting from old trauma to the feminine, resurrecting from old ways in which perhaps we haven't loved ourselves or really we were able to receive, or to our self-worth was compromised. There's also a chance for past life wounds to be coming through. And I know one thing that's tuned up very loud for me right now, it's a lot to feel and it's a lot to process, is the sense of the patriarchal wound, the sense of the deep trauma to the feminine, the sense of how the destruction that goes with that system. And I know we're all deeply affected by it, men and women. I know no one gets out of here alive on that one. And at the same time, to really need to own, if you're in a female body this lifetime, identify as female. What has your experience been of that patriarchal wound? If you're in a male body, identifying as male, what has your experience been in terms of where perhaps your entitlement or the ways in which you have perpetuated stereotypes, or where you may have hurt people unconsciously? This is the invitation of this full moon, is to feel this, to heal this, to reconnect, recalibrate, to have a chance to tell the truth, and to be able to genuinely connect on a deeper level of communion. And it's raw right now, and I'm sure you're feeling it too. There's a real intensity building, but I can also feel with that intensity, if you have the courage to meet it and you don't collapse into wanting to just dove out. So that's a Pisces shadow trait, right? Where you would just be like, pass the wine, pass the TV, whatever your thing is, where you're just gonna peace out. If you can stay, if you cannot fully obliterate yourself and stay here right now, there's a real chance to do something new and different, which I think is worth celebrating and is exciting. And at the same time, the passageway to it is intense. So wishing you great love and support. And in whatever it is you find rising in your life right now, I invite you to truly be gentle with yourself, and also at the same time fierce. Let yourself really feel and see what you're being invited to see and to feel, so that you can be free of it and you can create anew. So as always, you can reach me at jen@freemanconsultingllc.com. Wishing you much love and happy full moon and happy equinox.